I really have to do a better job of my warm up and my setup. How long have we been going? 7 minutes. 7 minutes. So yeah, y'all. Let me get this off and then keep this here. And then pull this down. And then this just is what it is. And our music stays behind there. Alright, let's see how this goes, y'all. So I think where I had put my measurement was that this was going to be, where did I say? Here. And then I'm going to do this. It wasn't that far up. I was doing some measurement before for this and I don't know. I feel like I'm leaving that alone. So in here, I'm just going to put a rectangle in here and then we'll address the belly stuff with a curve later. This is going to be funny. So hey folks, my name is Leanne. I am an illustrator and a printmaker, and I started a back to basics drawing practice for myself. I have decided to do basic drawing exercises on a daily basis, and hey Aku, and I am drawing simple shapes. I'm drawing objects using simple shapes. Hey Boo Boo, welcome back. And things take on a little bit of a tutorial style because there are folks sometimes in the room that have quite a bit of experience and are sharing their knowledge, sharing their information about the different elements of the object that we're working on, different elements of drawing to address those types of things. Joe Lisa, good morning. How are you? Um, Hola, hello, and howdy. So this morning we had started animals and we started with horses. So this is one of the basic shape sketches with horses. This is another one. This is the other horse I'm doing. Boo Boo, I definitely don't mind that. I always appreciate the drawings. Uh, you said never mind your words. No, you're good. Someone on, hey Bala, good morning. How are you? Someone over on the YT is is telling me that my drawings are ugly. Literally, that's what they said. Um, I think that's very interesting. But we certainly are not letting that stop us from doing what we need to do. We love animals so much. Welcome in. Thanks for joining. All right. So this takes care of here. And again, remember y'all, this is a super basic sketch that will get refined at the next phase. So the next phase of the sketching process for me, I will go in and refine these sketches and they will look more like what they're supposed to look like, quote unquote. So I am just dropping some shapes here to address some of the basic outline pieces that would need to get addressed and going from there. So thank you all for being here with me. You know that I always appreciate you hanging out, and I always appreciate uh, the positive language, etc., that gets used in this room. Hey, hey, Mick, how are you? Good morning. Oh, thank you so much for stopping by. Boo Boo, thank you for the shares. Um, all right, y'all. I'm leaving this one alone. And then the next thing I'm going to do is do our basic shapes. If you all were here when we were deciding on what animals we were going to do, um, we now I gotta find if Glow was here. Ah, yeah, I'm facing my I don't know if the word to use is fear really, but I am definitely like I've always stayed away from animals in general, because I didn't do the work. I didn't want to do the work of learning to draw them, and horses for sure. Your kid loves horses, yeah. So the next one, Mick, thank you for the wink wink and the golden buzzer. I appreciate you. Bumblebee, welcome in. Thank you for joining. So the next one we're doing is a peacock Appaloosa. And so this is the one we chose. So this will be interesting, right? Shape wise, this is good. When we get into the details, this will be quite interesting to manage. So I am going to go ahead and I think I'm going to put it on the same sheet. And I'll start identifying some shapes to drop down. Oh yeah, isn't this beautiful? This is super beautiful. McMay, you said you're recovering. Not new recovering, right? Just continuing to recover. One. So I'm going to go ahead and use a circle for here. And again, I'm going to do this one a little bit smaller. It will be interesting to see it actually. All finished. I'm a little bit excited about the pattern detail. So I think I'm going to make a decision right now that I'm going to finish this one. When we're adding value, I'm definitely adding value with gouache here. Oh, oh, all right, make me. Well, I get you. It's like you overestimated Boo, thank you very much. You overestimated like your progress a little bit. Yeah, that's a little bit tough sometimes. Yeah, I absolutely do. I absolutely do. And it's, the thing about it is when you're in that place, it's like if you waited one more week, you would have been good. But sometimes if you push yourself a little too far, and then you need 3 more weeks. It's that gets a little bit tough sometimes. So you all that have been in the room before, Boo Boo, thank you so much for hanging out and tapping for a little bit. You all that have been in the room before know that one of the things that I'm doing here is I am doing my own back to basics practice. So I'm doing my own like basic drawing exercise practice for the purpose of getting better, for the purpose of coming up with some new ideas for illustration and that kind of thing. Re- Rebecca Silva Book, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Um, and one of the things that we try to cover as we are talking about these things is the various ways to approach. Fala Feldebakel, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Boyce, good morrow. How are you? Bala, did you miss the curriculum? No, I didn't share the curriculum that I created for myself. Did I say I was going to share it? Not that I won't, but did I? I'm trying to remember if I said I was going to share it. I say a lot of things and I don't remember what I said. Hey, TG, good morning. Fala, yes, I know you just got here. Welcome again. Um, no, Bala, I intended to share and I intended. Uh-oh. Wait now. I intended to share the curriculum. Thank you for getting your heart meet, TG. I intended to share the curriculum and I also intended um to follow it. But no, I intended to share it, so I intended to share that on here. So I probably did say I was sharing it. I just have not shared it yet, and I think maybe the last time what I had said was that I need to actually put some structure around it because I know better for myself and I didn't. So I need to do that, Bala. I have it laid out. I just need to like refine it a little bit. Um so yes, I think you did hear it. I probably said it because I know it was in my mind. Linus, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. You said fair to fair to Midland boys. That's better than terrible, right? Hey Michelle, good morning. All right. TG, what's going on? What's the strength you need? You're fighting for your sanity? Is that a kid related thing? Is that a kid related thing, TG? So yeah, we are working on horses for the folks that haven't been here. We moved on to animals. Our first animal is a horse. And I'm putting the caveat that I do not this is not my favorite thing, right? And so um I I don't like drawing animals and one of the reasons that I am doing it is because I need to. Yeah, dead dolls. I will definitely try that, but like I was saying before, I definitely have to put it in my head the way it works for me. But boxes do work. Good morning, friend. How are you? You said you're collecting tax stocks to scanning, so that's about as good as you're getting right now. Don't talk about taxes, boys. The tax accountant just walked into the room, and Dead Dolls needs a break. That's so funny. It's scary, actually. Thank you for the Rosa Dead Dolls. TG, Dead Dolls is the tax accountant, boys. Your 2-year-old frisbeed his breakfast in protest. Oh, and that. Oh, I'm sorry, TG. And you came, you came here. You're like, I gotta get my brain has to have a little tiny rest. Sky MCG, welcome in. Thank you for joining. It's so funny that as soon as you came in, Dead Dolls, then you hit send on your comment voice. you you have to work today. Well, I imagine on the weekends during this season you have to work a lot, right? So yeah, one of the things that we had talked about the last time we were um sketching when I was doing this one, the basic shape here is that we really want to make sure that um folks realize that there are so many ways to approach this, but one of a really great way to learn to draw animals like horses is anatomy. We had talked, several folks had mentioned that we had talked about that, and TG and I were even talking about. Oh no, I only did the I only did the basic shapes. We're going like we did for the others. Like the other shapes. As soon as I finish the three horses though, I'm going to go in and refine um those sketches. So what I am going to do I think is tomorrow's live I am going to remember I said I was going to try to hop between the next phase for certain things. So I think tomorrow's live, I'm going to go into some of the other refined sketches and take those to the next level. So I'll probably do buildings because y'all know that the buildings are my favorite. So I probably will do some buildings tomorrow morning just to give us some variety in where we are with the steps. So these for the folks that are newer in the room, these started out as these kind of strange shape sketches, super basic shapes, and then the red then became that next level of refining. And again, as a beginner, I would probably not have learned perspective yet. I probably would not have learned um my value pieces yet, so I hadn't done that. So the next thing I'm going to do is add that additional level of detail with adding value in different ways. So we'll go. Thank you, Michelle. um oh so Black Lotus, we did this one is an Arabian. This is an Arabian. This one is the Peacock Appaloosa. This one is the Peacock Appaloosa. And Dead Dolls, what did we say? What did you say this one was? What kind of horse was this one? This was the original one. Hey, Caroline, good morning. How are you? I'm missing chats. I love these are turning out. Thank you, Michelle. No, TG, it's not a joke though. It's a little bit of it's a little bit of that too, TG. Let's be clear about that. Oh, thank you for the coconut juice, boys. Did I look like I needed some refresher? Thank you for the coconut juice. Um, wait, I, TG, you're saying joking. I think you might be hitting the nail on the head a little bit. I do want to mix it up a little bit so that we're not only, we lean into the basic shape. How long is that going to take to focus? Okay. Oh, it went out again. I wonder why it's doing that. That's not good. We lean into the basic shape. I lean into the basic shapes for such a long time. I did it for such a long time with the other ones. I didn't want to how do I get this to focus? I didn't want to have us in that place for so long. I wanted to mix it up a little bit. Caroline, how are you, my friend? That was lovely, boys. These gifts are quite interesting to look at, some of them. Black Lotus, I think I'm missing the next part of your comment. It says you see a quarter horse or a thoroughbred. All right, so that's what I'll say. So yeah, that's our other horse, a quarter horse or a thoroughbred. So those are the three horses that we're doing. And then remember, after horses, we're doing iguanas. After horses, we're doing iguanas. Um, Anastasia, welcome in, and user 59051, lots of numbers. Welcome in and thank you for sharing the live. All right, let me get back to the horse that I'm avoiding. Our leopard peacock baby here. All right, so it is. I'm just 3 1/4, and then this is 2. So it's not quite 2 of that. The horse I'm avoiding. Iguanas, yes, TG. 4. I'm doing 3 horses. 3 horses, and then maybe 2 iguanas. 3 horses, 2 iguanas. Let's see how that goes. 3 horses, 2 iguanas. Let's see how that goes. 3 horses, 2 iguanas. And the last time we were talking about this, again, like I said, some of the things that we discussed, good idea, anatomy, horse anatomy. 3 horses, 2 iguanas, and a partridge in a pear tree. Yes, that would be good. I'm not adding Okay, three horses. So this is the order. We're doing horses. You see the horses we're doing. We're doing iguanas. We're doing cats. We're doing elephants. We're doing dragons. Remember, we agreed to dragons. And the thing finally on the list is polar bears. You said this menu is a bit odd. It is, boys. You uh, however, we're trying to add some variety. Cats, yeah, I said cats. Cats after iguanas. Cats after iguanas. TG said you'll take things you find on a farm. Laxahatchee for 400. Yes, that is actually a well, the polar bear maybe not, right? Maybe not the polar bear because of the climate. Or I'm overthinking this and avoiding the horses at the same time. Oh, it's okay, Black Lotus. I'm just like I'm waiting for I'm waiting for the correction one so that I can see what you're saying. Cats, dragon. You said dragon anatomy is highly variable. Well, what I was told that day is that drawing horses makes drawing dragons even easier. So this is why dragons were on the menu. Saim, welcome in. Windell, welcome in. User, lots of numbers, welcome in. I cannot read all those numbers. Thank you for joining. Is it blurry again? I don't know what to do about it's on this thing is supposed to autofocus, but I don't know why it's going out so much. Let me see if I bring it closer. Do we think that will work for the folks in the room that are oh, it just went sharp, that are knowledgeable of these things? Oh, have a great Sunday, Bala. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. That looks better. Although if it stays blurry, then I don't have to deal with anything. Yeah, I'm this one I'm not going to do a whole bunch. I mean, as I'm about to measure, I'm not doing a whole bunch of measuring though. So this was two. I'm just doing a height and a width measure, and then the rest of it I will eyeball. Again, the thing that I have to remind myself all the time is that this is practice, and I have not drawn a horse in many, many years. And I've avoided drawing animals in general for years because I just don't like it. And so sometimes you don't do the things that you don't like. And one of the multitude of reasons I'm doing this back to basics practice is to address things that I have avoided. So here we are at animals, and here we are at horses. Yay. Hey Trisha T, good morning. My league is C4. Oh no, Black Lotus. Hi Carmen, how are you? It's C4. Yikes, that's hard for me to maintain. I didn't, oh, C4 is going to be hard. You said my league is C4, Black Lotus. Oh, Black Lotus, I'm sure I'll be dropping down to C5 quickly. Oh, Black Lotus, I appreciate you. Um, oh, I see what you're saying, Dead Dolls. All right, so I guess I need to draw and stop running my mouth. Is that what we're saying? I'm good, Trisha T. How are you, my friend? We haven't seen you. Black Lotus has been asking what you're cooking. So Black Lotus, Trisha T is in the room. Let's ask. We are drawing today. You said anyone with glasses. Voice, thank you. You said anyone. I'm like, huh? Look at you setting up before. So I'm looking very good, boy. So that I'm looking up at the time you're sending. Anyone with glasses this cool can maintain C4. Yeah, kapow. You know, I'm I'm also not like super stressed about it. If I fall, I fall. It's totally fine. Um, what I want to happen is what's happening. We're here, we're interacting. I'm avoiding drawing the horse. Um, People are poking me to remind me to draw the horse. I love it. TG, you said you're trying to figure out what you usually avoid. Forced perspective. Yeah. I have a long list of things that I avoid, TG, which is, again, I'm trying to, this is one of the reasons I'm doing this. Poke, poke. Black Lotus, you said you're not talking to Trisha T. You're going live today making wings and tostones. See, Black Lotus, Trisha T is cooking today. Wings and tostones. What? All right, let me. I am. I'm eyeballing this so that I can maybe feel like I'm not under so much pressure. I don't know. Whatever. And I'm breaking the rule that I said I would. Let me just do this as a weird shape here, and then do that as a shape, and be done. And be done. And I'll use, because y'all know I love whatever this shape is supposed to be. Uh, Trapezoidish looking thing. And then I'll get my details in. So like in here, I need to come tighter. All that stuff I'll do after. This is a little bit skinnier than it needs to be, but it's practice. I have to keep reminding myself. It's practice. Food, you should do that. Oh, okay, first of all, y'all, Trisha T goes live cooking. So today she's making chicken wings and tostones. I forgot. You said Super Bowl menu. I forgot that today was the Super Bowl, y'all. That shows you. Tim Taxteen, welcome in. Image cards, welcome in. Um, and now Black Lotus, you're taking it back because of what she's cooking, right? Huh. There we go. You said I'm bending knees. You're taking it back, Black Lotus. I am crying. Wait, you said. Oh, because you said you want plantains, TG. You deserve plantains after all of the frisbee food throwing and all of that stuff. If you want them, I agree with Trisha T. Get them. Image cards. How could I? How could I? It's like blasphemy. I agree with you. How could I? But I did. I absolutely did. And so be it. So, y'all, the other thing that we talked about the last time, and I'm not following the recommendation, but I'm telling you all to follow the recommendation is um Black Dead Dolls is a horse connoisseur. Is that an accurate description of you, Dead Dolls? Because Dead Dolls grew up on a horse on a ranch. I was about to say a horse farm on a ranch. That's the word you use, so I'm using your word. Bagel or red beans and rice? Bagel now, red beans and rice later, boys. Bagel now, red beans and rice. What kind of bagel? Ooh, thank you for the hat and mustache, friend. Today, TikTok Live Studio is acting real good because I saw every one of the gifts today. You miss Haitian food living in South Carolina so much. I'd walk on foot for plantains and picnics. You'd walk on foot. Is that you don't there and it's oh you said I was too late. Well, you didn't give me any time. I think you already knew what you wanted. You already knew what you wanted. Um oh so TG. Nowhere. I thought there would at least be. Is it where in South Carolina you are, or see? I knew it. You shouldn't have even put the bagel in there as an option. Um. Oh, so what I was saying is like that Dolls was recommending before is using boxes for the horse also. I am not using the boxes because my brain is refusing to process the boxes and is processing all of these triangular shapes and, blah, blah, blah. So, also boxes and Dead Dolls, would you say like using cubes? Now, again, as a beginner, you might not have even been in the place where you've been practicing like your cylinders and your cubes yet. Um, but boxes are all are I would probably say the most recommended approach in terms of the shape breakdown for um for the horse, and then combine any type of shape breakdown you're doing, combine it with the anatomy piece, and that is going to get you into a good place. I'm practicing it this way, y'all. Let's see how it turns out for me. um we might be crying over here. At how on the YT earlier, somebody told me that my drawings are ugly. So I might be crying like, oh, maybe my drawings really are ugly. Anyway, obviously I feel some kind of way about that because I mentioned it again, and that happened almost 40 minutes ago. Bilingual Bridge, welcome in. Jen's Game Player, welcome in. God's Gifted Hands, welcome in. They were looking in the mirror. Maybe, boys, maybe. Hey, Art Walker. Yeah, boys. I mean, I'm saying it doesn't bother me, but oh, thank you for the roses, God's Gifted Hands. Um, yeah, we just got a surge. I'm trying to identify our point. Oh, look, I'm using a box right now. Dead dolls, thank you for the heart puffs. Is that because I actually started the drawing? Let's see where I end up with this, with these strange shapes that I've decided on here, and angles and eyeballing. All right, I'm going to. Oh, we actually might get to. That's a little bit too um much of a lean, but I'll fix that in the next phase. I'm done with this one. I'm done with this. I'll refine this later. This is going to be interesting, y'all. Very interesting. Art Walker, I don't want to hear it, okay? Daddy Cole, if it's something appropriate, please ask. If not, please don't. What's the question? Doza 67. Don't, I don't want to hear anything that you have to say, Art Walker. Poor Dead Dolls is like traumatized over here. Um, and keeps, Dead Dolls, I'm going to say that you're yelling at me, saying boxes, boxes. User 590, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Those are 67, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. God OV Nerds, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Oh, y'all, this is an interesting day today. All right, now I'm going back to refine this one. Now y'all are going to make me avoid these horses again. I'm going to turn. We have a whole hour left. I'm going to. You love drawing horses? Oh Lord! Everybody on these horses. So Art Walker, you weren't here when I started drawing the horses the last time, and also earlier. So what I've been saying is, I hate drawing animals, and horses definitely are at the bottom of the list. So what I am trying to do now is, as we've talked about with this practice, I'm trying to push myself past all of the things that I have limited myself to over the years. I'm trying to push myself past some of these fears, revisiting certain things that I have avoided over the many years because I just went with what was easy. And so I'm here doing these horses in this very interesting approach. Um, and I definitely will. I told Dead Dolls this the last time, but I am going to be practicing the box way and see if I can get my brain to wrap around that a little bit better. And also I am going to be TG, I am taking all your advice for the anatomy stuff. So yeah, I'm not just going to do the 3 horses for practice. I'm not doing just the 3 horses. I'm just going to do the 3 horses on here because I cannot because I will not be able to do as much practice as I need to in just this time. Dead Dolls, I 100. That's why I keep repeating it because it's not what I'm doing, but I know it is a good recommend. It is a great recommendation from, especially part of, again, one of the things is that you know the horse anatomy so well because you grew up with them. Yeah, Art Walker and Dead Dolls. Yes, 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 yes. I know. I didn't look at any anatomy before now, and this is the way my brain is processing it on the live. I am going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I promise. And I keep repeating it so the other folks that might be in like wanting to learn, like the folks outside the room, those folks can know that that is probably the better approach to take. I was going to make a joke, but I can't because then I think TikTok would get upset. Um, I just thought I was going to make the joke, and then I was like, no, I think TikTok would be upset because I'm using words that are like trigger words. Forget it. You can't even have any fun. All right, y'all. I'm going to reduce my opacity. Oh, and you know what artwork I was thinking yesterday? I'm not doing it on here, but for sure when I'm practicing outside of the live stream, you hear everything. I'm like, I'm not doing it on here, y'all. It's too much pressure. Not because of y'all, just in general. Hey, Em, good morning. Said my current run is missing the. What? Which one is the quarter? This thing under here? Are there any iguana experts in the room? Because I'm not drawing when y'all are in here. Are iguana experts in the room? When we go on to iguanas, I don't want any experts in the room. TG, I hear you. I'm gonna do that outside of the room though. There are just certain things that I cannot process by being while I'm on here. You've taxidermed a few iguanas? Or what are you saying you're an iguana expert? What the heck? I don't know why I said heck. What the hell? Is that what you said? You said no reptile info here. I mean, I guess I'm not from Florida. I live here. Do you have like photos? How are you an iguana expert, Art Walker? What kind of stuff is that? Are you going to tell me that you taxidermed iguanas too? I can't. Y'all are stressing me out. You said you met some people who are snakes. I met too many of those. Hey L, welcome in. Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, you saw my face, Art Walker, like, what? How can you possibly be an iguana expert? Now everything I ask, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm an expert at iguanas. I am TG apparently is our expert at iguanas. No better way to learn anatomy. I think I will pass. But I bet now you are an iguana drawing expert. Wow. All right, let me just go back to my terrible horse uh that I'm getting yelled at for. Let me just go back to my terrible horse. I was y'all, I'm only like I'm joking from the perspective of like it's totally fine. Please continue to yell at me. Because the yelling at me helps other folks with the learning too, not just me. So, I want us all to have different perspectives and different approaches. So, I do not mind the yelling, um, because I take note of all the yelling. And I know it's not really yelling also, y'all. But I take note of everything. And like I said, I do practice some things outside the room. And so I definitely will take those things into consideration and use that as my practice. There's some of this stuff, y'all, that I'm not going to, as usual, there's some of the detail here that's like shadow detail that I will do when I'm adding my value. And I really like the color. I know it's not yelling dead dolls, but cajoling. I like that word. Helps others what? Learn. No, it helps others guide it. It guides them at to other ways to approach it. Probably ways that would work better for them. I say it all the time. The way my brain is processing it does not mean it's the way that you should be processing it. Your brain will process it a different way. And we have horse experts, so they are suggesting other ways to approach this, and I am sharing the other ways, and I want them to continue to share the other ways because um, it's very good information. Kat McCrafty, welcome in. Be easy, welcome in. Hello, Allison. You just got here. I like yelling. I'm not saying I like yelling because they're not really yelling. They are, Dead Dog said cajoling. They are trying to push me to go ahead and draw, even though I don't want to draw the horses. They are also suggesting other approaches, Allison, than things like these weird shapes that I have here. My interesting weird shape approach. So it's not that I like it. Oh, Elle, thank you for the hat and mustache. Um, it's not that I like it in particular. What I like is that they are sharing their point of view and expertise for other folks as well. That's why I want them to continue. Um, and I was also saying that the next one is going. Cat McCrafty, thank you for getting your heartbeat. The next thing we're drawing is iguanas, and I was hoping there were no iguana experts in the room, but guess what? There are. you, um, TG, I think you know what you're saying about the contour, like a blind contour. I actually started. Um, I'm going to add it to my warm ups before I start drawing. So I am going to add your suggestion to my warm ups. Really, I for the warm ups I'm only doing. I was gonna get there eventually. I'll get there before we have 1 whole hour left. I'll get there before the end of the live, I think. You will see horse faces soon, friend. Thank you for for hanging out and for your awesome input as always. Have a fabulous day. I'm sure I'll see you in the TikTok streets later. Um yeah, Allison. So not that I like yelling. They weren't really yelling. I just liked the sharing. That's what I liked. So again, there are some details here that I'll catch on the form side, right? When I'm adding value, I mean, it will it will add more form detail because like in here is all shadow, right? And actually, now I'm looking at it, this probably should have been closer in my initial sketch. But you know what I'm doing? I'm leaving it because this is practice. I need to remember to not give myself such a hard time. And I started saying it earlier, but I've been thinking about your let me put this on do not disturb. I've been thinking about your ballpoint pen thing, Art Walker. But not so that you're not so that you don't erase. I've been thinking about that. Not that I'm gonna do it, but something along those lines maybe. So not erasing as much as I love to erase. Um, so I think I might actually start trying to avoid the erasing. When you draw something badly, you just say what's your abstract version. There you go. I and that's it. Zero safety net. Exactly. And that's what I need. Hey Dana, good morning. How are you? Hey Be Easy. Your fairy plant godmother, good morning. How are you? Be Easy. I gotta get used to your new profile picture. Black Lotus, the whole crew is coming in. Black Lotus, you said it was disgusting dissecting frogs, but frog legs taste good. You said me too. I was like, who that? Oh man. Oh, Be Easy. So that guy, he does that every day, like those lives where he's drawing people for free. You know what I'm saying? Be Easy's profile photo was done by. I want to do a light. There's some stuff going on in here, and I think this is one of the things I was getting yelled at for. um, I need to stop saying that. Cajoled. I don't want anybody thinking y'all are yelling at me for real, because y'all are not. You all are sharing good stuff. So Be Easy. He does that every day. Yeah, Be Easy's profile photo was drawn by someone on a live stream. It was kind of awesome. I saw the end part of it. Abstract for the win. Oh, how do you earn it though? Does he just randomly do it? So can we send people to his live stream to get these photos? Horse lovers, please do not be alarmed. Remember, this is a beginner. This is beginner. Horse lovers and horse drawing lovers, please do not be alarmed. Look at me erasing, even though I just said I was going to try to stop, because I'm going to try to be like Art Walker. Horse lovers, please, no alarm here. That felt like I was drawing a leaf. Don't be alarmed, horse lovers. Yep, some of this will get addressed at the point of. Well, what I was saying earlier, y'all, you know that I forget what I'm talking about and then I go back to it. Sorry, I have to erase this. I don't like this. Um, I am. I'm going to do this one in gouache. I'm going to add the value here in gouache because I really like I really like the colors. Just abstract for the win. Just make sure you say it convincingly. I planned that all along, y'all. That's my abstract version. Starting to shape up. Yeah, it's not bad. Um, it's not bad at all. I'm certainly not I'm okay with it. I am going to try the boxes though, because it might be an easier start the way I was doing it. But again, there is some of this detail here that I'm going to need to address in the at the like in the when I'm adding the value, right? So as I'm painting with the gouache, some shadows, like a lot of the muscle stuff that I can visibly see, I'll need to address that way. So the final product might not look too crazy. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. And some of my box practice, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post the box practice. And then guess what, dead dolls? Guess who I'm tagging in that? I hope you don't have your tags off, because you will be getting tagged, my friend. For sure, for sure. Gordon Monroe is a photographer I used to work with. He takes great photos of horses. You know, oh, Black Lotus. Thank you for getting your heart meet, Black Lotus. Did you forget? I do that sometimes because we hold it for Dr. Lisa's room. I forget sometimes to do mine. I'm also queen of wonkiness when I try to do realistic proportionate or perspective. Put in a lot of study, taking a break from live streams. Oh, so that means when you come back, I know you did, Black Lotus. I saw that. I appreciate you. Dana, we're gonna get you there soon. Oh, Art Walker, when you come back, I am like excited because you're going to be, I already think you're so good, but you're going to be so much better, huh? Um, just putting some guide stuff for me here for some of this. An eyeball over here. Is it over here a little bit? I'm gonna have to figure out some of that eyeball stuff. Some of this over here is where I'm gonna add some value and shadow. This little eyeball. I mean, I guess it's not a little eyeball. Let me bring this to my face. Uh-oh, you said you have some huge goal. I'm excited, Art Walker. I am really excited to see what you're working on. And again, like I'm really excited to see your progress because I just feel like you're already so very good. And I know that um mm, over here I don't feel so great. I'm erasing it, y'all. I'm erasing it. But I already feel like you're so good. But like you were saying, it's only it hasn't even been a year since you've been like going like focused in on it, right? It's been like months. It hasn't been a year. You said you need 2 devices for these lives so you can check out everyone's work while I work. Everyone's stuff is so good, Dana. I see what you're saying, Art Walker. I mean, Fat Lotta Good, that did me. But the challenge is that you're not, if you're not, just like with anything else, if you're not keeping up your practice, um, you lose it. Okay, y'all. I'm leaving it here because I am going to, the rest of it I'm going to add value with oh, it's now I made this so, I made it so much closer. Artwork, you're fine. I mean, it was fine. And I know, I, as a viewer, know how frustrating the typing in the chat is, and how, like, you're also trying to type fast because it moves on. So it's not so bad, y'all. Right? It's not so bad. When I add uh I'm not 100% sure yet if I'll use gouache for this one, because I definitely want to use gouache for this one because I really want to capture that pattern nicely. We'll see. This one for sure, I'm going to use ink to add all the value stuff. I'm excited to do the hair, the mane and the tail. That's correct, right? Where's that, dolls? The mane and the tail. Circumstances led to loss or lack of mojo, but this is a huge help. Not bad at all. Yeah, I think that's the thing, Dana. The Yes, Art Walker. I said give the tips. It's not just for me, it's for everyone. Give the tip. Give the tip, please. I want them. I really was only joking about the yelling, y'all. Please share the tips. You have to spend. You, Dana, I was like, I'm waiting for the word because I don't think it's sirens. You have to spend time with people you want to be like. Um, I think like the like-minded piece is good. Um, and if I mean, listen, that's why I it's I was joking about it before, but I really do want everyone to share their perspective and their approach, because I really do believe that different things work for different people. And whatever I'm doing here may not be the way that works, like a 3D mesh. Yeah, Art Walker. That's why I really do need to listen to what y'all are saying, especially about the learning of the anatomy of like people and like the animals, right? Because then I start to think of it more like that. Think of the body mass as a 3D object, like a 3D mesh. Flat wide fingers, I'm a bad text, I own it. Another one. See if the text to speech works and see what happens then. Then you'll be like, all right, you know what? I'll take my wonky fingers because the text to speech is going to have you saying all kinds of interesting things. 3 people fell into Jamaica Bay through the ice yesterday. Really, Black Lotus? Where? Over on what side? On your side or on the Brooklyn side, like the Canarsie side? Where on Jamaica Bay? Where in Jamaica Bay? What? On your side? Why were they on the ice? Were they trying to ice skate? The horse profile. I love that super circular jaw. I knew what you were saying. See, nature's design is awesome. 18 and 19-year-olds, were they able to retrieve them from the ice? Think of the body as a mass. All right, Art Walker. I'm adding that to my list of takeaways. All right, I'm going to move on to the next one. Um, I'm okay. Y'all, this is the first horse I have drawn in probably 20 years. A horse, of course. This is the first horse I have drawn in probably 20 years, if not more. I am going to take this. I'll take it, y'all. But I am going to, I am going to, for my further practice, I am going to take my yelling advice, my cajoling advice that was given to me by the horse experts. Helicopters got them out. A horse, of course. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. I'm kind of excited about it. I know that there are places that I could make adjustments, but I don't mind this as my number one. Y'all, the ones that are going to be weird are going to be these next ones, but we'll figure it out. Oh God. It's fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, y'all. I think also, to both of your points, I think one of the things that I do probably would work is if I show the boxes so people see a better progression. To be fair, I do believe that um that progression that I just did from the original. Yeah, Art Walker. It's not. It's really not. But and especially because like I don't do well, which is why TG was suggesting me doing the contours, the blind contour to start to like loosen myself up. It is challenging for me. Not to come here and like do without having thinking it through beforehand. And so yeah, I'll take it. But I one of the things that I think I do want to do is I am going to practice with the boxes and learning more anatomy stuff, and like you said, thinking of it like the 3D, um like because I want to bring it here at some point too, because like I was saying, going from this or what I did before to where I ended up, I need to also think about it like part of the reason that oh, I'm looking at this and I see what part of the reason, yeah, I see where I you know, our Walker, I am now like looking at it in that 3D way that you're seeing. I'm thinking of it in that way, pushing back, and I see where I can make an adjustment there already. But anyway, and bring it here so that folks that haven't done it before can do it, because where I went, part of where I went with it might be because this is not my first time drawing anything. You know, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Um, you said lucky if you drew it, it would look like a hippo. Oh yeah, and Art Walker, what I'm doing is I'm committing to the that practice for the whole year. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying not to come to my final style until I've gone through this for like a whole year. That's the plan. I really want to I really want to lean into it so I can really refine, especially this stuff that I don't touch a lot, you know. Kelsey, welcome in. Thank you for joining. So yeah, I'm excited about it, and I am excited about sharing it on here. But yes, I do have those moments where I'm just like, oh, this is a lot of pressure. But um we'll be fine. I'll be fine. All right, let me go to the Arabian now. You drew an alligator last night. Why aren't you posting, Be Easy? You haven't posted in like, why don't you post? The stuff you've posted has been really good. So, Conpato, Copycat Fiend, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Why aren't you posting what you draw? All right. Let us, I'm going to add the here after, but let me start here. This is our Arabian. I have to spin my paper, y'all. Belly. Hey, Estella. You have to cook your dinner. Okay, Art Walker. I hope it is a good dinner. Take care. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing all the time. Thank you so much. You know, I appreciate you. Mimi Amy, welcome in. Estella, how are you? You don't feel ready. You need to more practice. Got so rusty. Okay, so Be Easy. When do you like, should we set you a timeline so we can hold you accountable to your practice? Should we be setting you a timeline for when you would be ready to start posting even in progress stuff? Estella, I'm good. Hey, True, how are you? Good morning, my friend. How are you? I hope you're feeling much better. Estella, I'm good. Um, every day on here, some like interesting things happen, and I learn something about myself, and I'm like all this stuff. So, today was a good day. Um, Today has been a good day, continues to be a good day. Yeah, what I realize is I'm for me to get dead dolls to hang around, I am going to have to be drawing horses all the time. Dead dolls, I'm calling you. I'm like, for me to get you to hang around, I have to draw horses at all times. Wait, y'all. I hope y'all can hear. I know you are. I know you are. But you know what? Another thing that is so awesome about this is that where else would I have gone and met so many people that I mean I joked about the iguana thing, and but like TG is going to be super helpful with the iguana drawing because TG knows iguana in anatomy. You It has been super helpful to get your perspective and your knowledge, because horse girl, you are a horse girl at heart. It's an interesting, this is it opens up such a big world. I mean, we already know this, right? We're meeting people um, that we would probably not cross paths with on a regular basis all the time. So it's super cool. Iguana taxidermy. I think the angle on this is off. I see that already. One day I'll be like our walk on, be using pen for my initial sketch and not be erasing anything. One day. Today is not that day. Today is not a day. You said this is the place to be. 9 a.m. daily, right? Mimi Amy, follow. Thank you for the follow. I was reading it, Mimi Amy, instead of just saying thank you for the follow. I'm like, follow. Sorry, I was my brain definitely. Goose Tooth, welcome in. Thank you for joining. Goose Tooth. Interesting name you have there. Tell us more about the teeth of goose. Geese. The teeth of geese. The, the teeth of a goose. How are you? And you have a like a circus tent too? You have a very interesting set of emojis attached to your goose tooth name. Yeah, the angle that I had here is wild work, but we fix it now. Mm, I think it's stretching out a little bit too much. I think this for sure is going to end up looking not like I want it to, but I'm okay with it. I'll cover it with some hair right here. I'm just going to put a shape for the hair because I will, at the next level of detail is when I'll add the texture. Hmm. Maybe it won't look so terrible after I cover it with the hair. Anatomy, I'm coming for you. You wanted a nonsensical name. Um, Goose Tooth, you achieved it, and I love it because, like Dana said, I like it. I think it's cool because, listen, even something as simple as you coming into the room with that name, and then we get to talk about it a little bit and potentially even laugh. It's good. It's definitely good. Hey, Total Train fan, welcome in. I do not take drawing requests to Total Train fan because I am doing a drawing practice, like a back to basics drawing practice for myself. And frankly, Total Train fan, I can't handle the pressure of taking requests is not something I can handle. Let's put it, I'll be very blunt about that. I would not be able to handle it. So no, I do not take requests. I, not that kind of way. The only way I do, I don't know why I still have this in my ear because I cannot hear anything out of it. The only time I take requests is like we did requests where I'm practicing animals now, and we did a request. We have a list of requests of the type of animals that I will practice. But other than that, I don't like take drawing requests for the immediate live. Total Train fan was like, well, I'm out of here. I'm not interested in being in here if you're not taking requests. Ooh, y'all, the light. The sun just attacked us. Uh, anyway. So, y'all, iguanas are next. Iguanas are next. Lovely Tell, welcome in. Thank you for joining. All right, the stream is okay. Sorry, y'all. I was just checking on my Okay, I was just checking on my YT. All right, now I'll go down here. I do have elephants on the list. Let me tell y'all the list that we have. So for the horses, this was I forgot already, dead dolls. This was a quarter horse or a thoroughbred, which is this one. This is the image. Let me show you. This is the reference. So that's the first horse we did. That's the first horse we did. Quarter horse or thoroughbred. That's the type of horse. And then the next one is an Arabian, which is proving a very interesting thing to me. I'm trying not to make it look like, now that I look at it, I'm like, this looks like the horse with the Helen of Troy business. Goose Tooth. This is why we're here now. And then the next one is Peacock Appaloosa. This is like Mutual of Omaha covering animals. Estella, you said Jamaican what? Because of how I said quarter horse? Is that why you put that there? And then this is the next one. This is a Peacock Appaloosa. Peacock Appaloosa. This one is a Peacock Leopard Appaloosa. So, y'all, this pattern business is going to be fun. Anyway, so Goose Tooth, neither had I. A few of us in the room hadn't, but we have horse experts in the room, Goose Tooth. We have some good stuff going on in here. So to your point of being nervous to draw an animal, and for the folks, I don't think anybody else is new in here. My name is Leanne. And for the folks outside the room, I'm an illustrator and a printmaker, primarily a printmaker. So I started a back to basics drawing practice for myself so that I could, for a lot of reasons. One of those reasons being that I needed to revisit things that I had left in the past. That I had left in the past because it didn't come easily to me, and I was like, chuck that. Something else comes easy to me. Let me focus on the things that come easy to me. And or things that I had decided that I didn't like, blah blah blah. Animals, definitely one of those things that I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to draw animals. Fear, nervousness, fear, all that stuff. Goose Tooth is why I avoided it in the past, and now I am here on the live stream doing this thing that I do not enjoy. However, we have some awesome folks in the room that are, number one, supportive, and number two, folks that have whatever I'm working on in that particular moment, and as we're talking about certain things, the folks that have expertise, no matter, like, in general, wherever folks are in their own practice or whatever, and if they have expertise, if they have um if they've used resources for certain things that we're working on, that kind of thing, all that information gets shared in here so that other folks can absorb the information, take it, run with it, do whatever you want. So the horse thing, actually, I was joking about it earlier, but a few people have experience with horses and made some super good recommendations about the best ways to approach drawing with horses. So drawing the horses. So yeah, it's a good space that even though this is something that I am nervous and fearful about approaching, um, I'm doing it here on the live stream because we got a pretty decent room here, more than decent room here of good folks. So yeah, you said you think that's what Kevin Hart saw, the deer, bruh. Oh, you know what? You might be right. I had never ever seen, until Dead Dolls told us about the Peacock Appaloosa, I had never seen this horse before. And you might be right. And he made a joke out of that. I actually didn't hear him saying that, but if that is what he was saying, you might be right about that. Kelsey, you said you love this. You're doing it. I'm doing it right. You're doing the same thing. Kelsey, yeah. And I started doing it on the live stream to hold myself accountable to doing it because I needed to get a schedule with my live streams because I wanted to do go live. But I also needed to hold myself accountable to doing the practice because even though I decided to do the practice, because of all of the emotional things attached to it, ego, fear, all of it, I wasn't actually doing it every day. And so saying to myself that I would come here every day to do it has put me in a place where I'm being held accountable to it by, myself. Thank you for the corn, Kelsey. Holding myself accountable to coming here every morning, and at the very least every morning, and then also the folks that come into the room can hold me accountable as well for a multitude of things, and I try to do the same. So be easy. Talking about that, be easy. I didn't forget what I said earlier. I did forget, but now I remember. We have to, you're supposed to be giving us, you said yes to the accountability thing, so tell me a reasonable time frame to remind you that you're supposed to be ready to start posting, like you feel like you've practiced enough to start posting. What's that time frame? Y'all, I really don't like this one. This one I didn't mind. I didn't feel I didn't feel any kind of way about this sketch. But this one, I don't like I don't I'm gonna keep going, y'all, but I don't know. Trust the process, Leanne. Finish the next refining first before you start saying you don't like it. That's also a reminder for all of us as we're working on these things. I'm saying it in that way, yeah, because this is something that I see all the time for people to do, but clearly I'm not trusting my own process. The things that we deal with. The things that we deal with. Instead of bringing it closer to me, I'm like peering down. Hey, Grace, good morning. Your gremlin chauffeur today. You said bougie ear kisses. Thank you. Thank you, boss. Thank you for being here this morning. Have fun being a gremlin chauffeur. Take care. Bougie ear kisses. Oh man. Grace, how are you this morning? Thank you for the heart me and for the go popular, Grace. Bougie ear kisses. Oh man, oh man, oh man. So yeah, one good thing that is coming out of this is I must say that um I now am very like, okay, I think I took this out too far. I now, as fearful as I was about approaching this, I now am very interested in going down the anatomy. Is Dead Doll still here? I hope Dead Dolls is hearing me. I am very interested now in going down the anatomy road and trying out the boxes because yeah, in the two little sketches, I am like kind of excited to get better at drawing horses. Who would have thunk it? I went from I definitely did not want to draw the horses, y'all. The only reason I really drew the horses is because I had promised Dead Dolls from I feel like from almost like the first couple weeks that you were coming into the room that whenever I start animals I would do horses first at your request. And that's the only reason because I definitely would have skipped horses. And now kind of I'm kind of interested in doing more horses, y'all. I don't know. That's I'm excited that this little bit of time has made me excited. Now every drawing is going to be a horse. Black Lotus. Not everyone. We still have to go through Estella. Wait. Um you said maybe in a month. You're just getting used to the colored pencils and digital. Oh, be easy. That's not bad. So, what about if we say the beginning of Q2? So, like the beginning of April. That gives you like 6 weeks. So, it gives you like 6 weeks for you to do your warming up and your practice, and then you'll start to post. All right, y'all. We have witnesses. Be Easy is gonna start posting his drawings again in the beginning of April, y'all. Dana, I'm coming for you next. Not for the posting, for the live stream, my friend. Listen, y'all, you know it's not a pressure situation. But I do, you know how we do in here, the accountability piece. And, you know, I want y'all to hold me accountable and as much as I can support to help um we can help each other in kind of some of that accountability piece of getting stuff done. Anything that you feel like you might have, y'all, I'm up here drawing horses and the list. All right, so horses and then we're going to iguanas. So I said we're doing 3 horses and then I'm going to do 2 iguanas and then cats and then elephants and then dragons, and at Be Easy's request, a polar bear. You said you're going to use that to say goodbye? Oh, the bougie ear, the bougie ear kisses. That was, yeah, I liked that. That was cute. Black Lotus, you said no, every drawing is going to be a little horse. Gloria, look. Oh, Gloria accidentally dropped in. Gloria accidentally dropped in. Oh, you are. You said horses forever. Look, this is number 1 sketch. You said, no, I'm here. You just weren't in the list. TikTok is weird anyway. That's number one sketch. This one is a little bit wonky, but I'm gonna trust some of the process stuff. I I definitely am going to do this one over after I do my back my anatomy study and my boxes as recommended by horse experts. Um, you love them both. I need to work on my sketching. It would help my painting so much. Hey Rod, how are you? Yeah, like anything we do, right? The practice is the practice. But I definitely, as much as now I hated horses, how in 2 sessions of practice, I mean, I went live one more time with those with our weird shapes, and then today in 2 sessions, I'm like, oh, I want to do this. Yeah, that one wasn't is not so bad, Rod. This one is another story, but I have some recommendations that I'm going to implement and practice some more, and then redo some of them or pick other ones. So I'm excited about that. Hey Tanya. Hey superstar Tanya. Oh, you and Rod are chasing each other, Gloria. Who's following who? Organic somethings. Welcome back. How are you? Um Tanya is a superstar. Thank you for getting your heart me. Organic somethings, Tanya. Thank you for getting your heart me. Estella, did I say thank you for getting your heart me? And for the Go Populous friend? I don't wait. I don't think I did. Yeah, last night, Tanya, when I left your room, there were 174 people in your room. I'm doing well, organic somethings. We are working on animals now. And so animals are something that I do not like to draw, are things that I do not like to draw, and animals are have there. I have a lot of fear associated with drawing them. So I am Gloria. Stick a pin. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. You brought it up. Is Grace still in here? No, I think Grace left. Um, Something shifted yesterday, Gloria, for sure. It's hard for you with the joints, organic some things. So we've gotten some good recommendations here. You said sits patiently. We've gotten some good recommendations here. Using boxes as your initial shape starting point is good. I did not do that. I just did weird things like this. That's how I started it, but using boxes and also studying at the anatomy of the horse. So those are some recommendations that I'm going to implement and practice and refine my horse journey. I'm excited about that. But yes, so Gloria, as it's only been 60 seconds, Rod. Okay, Gloria. Um, yes. So last night when I dropped in, I did drop in, right? Last night? Yes. You are a good waiting lady. When I dropped in last night, I meant to say it while you were there, but it was late. It was time for me to go. I shouldn't have even been on there. I noticed also that you were getting traction. Like I saw it. And I was like, ooh, it looks, and I was in somebody else's room. And I was like, it looks like things are moving. Like things are picking up again. And honestly, today has been significantly better than it has been in weeks. Now, my follower count is nowhere near, but my views are up 100%. You put in 9 hours. Oh, good Lord, have mercy. Y'all, how long were you on last? You weren't on for 9 hours last night, though. You mean you were counting earlier? When you were on earlier? Oh, I can't. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. Your room has been busy and you have no idea why. Well, Tanya, so yeah, last night you were at 174 people in your room when I left it. And that time before, you had gotten pretty high that when I left it was 70 something. Oh, nice, Rod. Oh, you haven't been live for a few days. Oh, wait, today, Rod, isn't today the thing? The I don't remember the name of the. You're doing a tutorial today, aren't you? February 8th? Did I make that up or did I forget the date? Oh, tell us the time, Rod, and the details because you know I forgot. But I did remember February 8th because I missed the last one. TikTok giveth and TikTok taketh away. It sure does. Be easy. Thank you for getting your heart me and for the Go Popular and for the Rose Friend. Abstract Realism at 10 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, I'm looking at myself and I'm like, I'm not turning my head to that side anymore. I'm looking and I'm like, I look all of the 40, almost 47 years old that I am. That was random. Sorry, y'all. That is my own like weird hang-ups. Um, References on your post. Okay, and it's you have it as a an event, right? So we can like register for it. I believe you did it that way the last time. So this is so Gloria. Things are looking up a little bit. Let's see how long it lasts. Let's ride the wave, like you said. I'm still over here on the white tea. Um, cause I don't want to forget the like diversifying business that I have always set to prioritize, but I haven't been. Um, I am like I feel like I'm doing this Arabian a disservice. But these details here I'll get. I think I'm going to do this one with ink too. Ooh, thank you for the hat and mustache. Hey, Carol. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, horses and hat and mustache. You still do the scheduled live, but daily has been a challenge for the past 2 weeks. Well, you're working on a lot of stuff, Rod. You are working on a lot of good stuff. I did not, Gloria. I need to look in my notifications because I definitely did not see that notification. I need to look at that. How are you doing, my friend? To do an artist profile setup. Okay. All right. Lots of things. Yeah, we have lots of things. Oh, I haven't looked at my analytics, so I am going to look at it. Oh, Carol. Matt the Great, Year of the Fire Horse, right? How are you, Matt the Great? Is it M-A-T? M-A the Great, sorry. M-A the Great. That makes sense. Year of the Fire Horse, no less. I forgot about that. How could I? Sherry French, welcome in. How are you doing? New folks in the room. My name is Leanne. I am a printmaker and an illustrator. But I am doing basic drawing exercises here because I started a back to basics drawing practice for myself. So, yeah, we are drawing horses, horses that I have been fearful of drawing, and so we've got some interesting things going on here. I'm trying to get better at the horse drawing. Hey, Feral Mom, how are you? Tell us about the trip to the two-floor art store. And I'm even looking right now and I'm like, what is going on right here? That doesn't look good. That looks like the legs are twisted around. Um, you know what I need to get, y'all? I need to get myself a drawing board. Oh, I have 100,000 likes. Oh, meaning you're leaving me now? Are you headed to homeroom Black Lotus? I do not. I have 40,000 likes, but that is more than enough, my friend. You have. I appreciate you so much. I know you have been. You set that tap, that little helper. Um, to go. It says 40K for me. It doesn't say 100, but we're good. We're seeing progress. Y'all, while you're here, don't forget, please, while you're here hanging out, don't forget to every now and again keep tap 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 tapping so that we get those likes up. Um, because the more likes we get, the more people they send into the room. Although, yeah, we're almost at 2 hours, and I will be getting off probably in like 5 minutes. So don't stress yourself out either. I'm sure they're going to send people. It says 100,000. Oh, is that what it says on your side, Black Lotus? Yeah, over here it only says 41. You know who was having that problem, Black Lotus? Pals. When she was using her helper, it was telling her that she was at like all these large numbers of of likes. It says 100,000 on your end too, eh? Oh, well, what the heck? Oh, Black Lotus, it looks like it might be registering for somebody. M says 100,000 too. You only see 41. That's what I see too. Anyway, I appreciate all of it, y'all. Whether we're at 41 or 100, we're good. Today was a pretty good views day. Yeah, you got two sets of Fintech metallic watercolors, some Holbein color blenders, some ink. Ooh, look at you. Be easy. You said you're bad at math. You don't gotta calculate anything. I'm like, you don't have to calculate now. You're not bad. I bet you're not even bad at math. You're just saying that. All right, let's see if I do it this way a little bit. Maybe it will look. All right, so you all, I have to say thank you to all of you, and for helping me to move past this weird, not weird fear, this fear of these horses and these animals. Well, I've moved past the fear of the horses. I'm going to practice the horses more. The animals part, yeah, I'm not excited about the iguana situation. The iguanas are going to be a challenge for me. The iguanas are definitely going to be a challenge for me. Yeah, I'm not putting any more. I'll I'll do some stuff. No, I'm going to do this one in ink, I think. Yeah, I think I said that before. Because there's a lot of stuff here that I want to get deep, like so much value, so much form will get added with like some Maybe I'll like cross hatch here. Let's see. Oh, wait. It was beautiful. I'm so glad that you got a chance to go. Now you'll be going all the time. You only got 41. We're good. What's important is that I've taken on the challenge. Yeah. I do feel good about that part, I must say. And I don't know, I'm looking at it, it doesn't look terrible. This is what we're this is our reference. Doesn't look terrible. The angle here needs to be adjusted a little bit, but I'm not mad, y'all. Like I said before, this is the first time I'm drawing horses in probably over 20 years. You could have spent hours and money. What about Komodo dragons instead? Well, we have dragons on the list, so dragons are after the horses, come iguanas, come cats, come elephants, then dragons. Because dragons are no, but dragons are on the list. So isn't a Komodo dragon is a lizard? Do I does it right? Does it count if we do Komodo dragon as the dragon, or should we do it as the iguana? You said you're kidding. I mean, right now, the way I feel, y'all, I'll say yes to any animal. Right now, I'm not saying that that's really gonna happen, but right now, the way I feel, I'll say yes to any animal. More the iguana. Iguana. Look, everybody's saying iguana. You are being extreme and silly, but you should know that by now. You know that I would have jumped on that, and I think so. We're going to do Komodo dragon as one of the iguanas. That's all. I'm in. I feel so good that I'm like, we'll draw all the animals. That's how I feel right now in this moment. The next time we're here, um, I am going to do an official dragon. Be easy. I'm scared a little bit. Garafuna, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Welcome back. Um, I am a little bit like fearful, even more fearful of the dragon one. Although it's like one of those things where it's like, can I be wrong? Maybe not. So, anyway, we are here. Horses. The next one I have to refine is this. So, I might, since it's Sunday and I don't have any official things on my list to do, I might spend some time on this, and then tomorrow we'll pick back up. You said the only way to do a dragon wrong is to accidentally make it a wyvern. What's a wyvern? I need to learn this. Is that supposed to be a wyvern? Is that the word that's supposed to be there? I'm looking it up. Ooh. Oh. A mythical dragon-like creature. Ah, I looked it up. It's a dragon-like creature with two legs. Oh, I know what a wyvern is. I didn't know it was called a wyvern. The concept of winged snakes. Ooh. Oh, y'all. It's like the dragon, but only has two legs and wings. Yeah. Fantasy novels got you. Oh, but I like that though. I'm not going to add it to the list, but I might practice it outside of here. The wyvern. y'all see, I'm like hype, right? I'm saying yes to everything. Oh yeah, let me do that. Let me do that. Till I start drawing it, and then I'm like, no, reject, reject. You already feel like a winner because you got horses. I'm kind of excited also to add the value pieces to the horses. So looking forward to going down that road. All right, y'all. I stayed past my 5 minutes, as I said. And as usual, today was a good day. Every day I'm like, today was a good day. We had a good day today. We really did. I appreciate all of you as usual. I need to wait, what did we say was my closing statement? I don't remember now. A couple days ago we said I could have a closing statement. Hasta la pasta. That's a good one. Horses are awesome, dead dolls. Dead dolls. I have to say, I've kind of fallen a little bit, and I definitely want to go down this road. Um, Bougie air kisses. Every day is a good day in this room. Oh, Tanya, thank you, my friend. It's definitely a good day for me every day. Hey, Santana. I'm about to get off, Santana. Look at our progress since the last horsey going. So this is where we are, friend. Yabba dabba do. Dinosaurs and dragons. We could do dinosaurs too. Thank you, Santana. Even though I didn't I am gonna go down the box road and study some horse anatomy, Santana. So let's see. Take it even further. I'm excited. Thank you for getting your heart me. Yabba dabba do. There's a bougie air kisses. Um, there was something else that we came up with. I gotta think about what my I just had. I just said like 6 different goodbyes. Um, so now for real, I'm ending the live, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see y'all. I'm sorry about last night. I was really tired, y'all. Um, I will see y'all tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. If anyone is interested in that thing Rod is doing, that tutorial Rod is doing, it's at 10 p.m. Eastern tonight. So I think I will stop in because I am really curious about it. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a beautiful Sunday. Where am Dan Lee? Where am I from? I am located in South Florida, Dan Lee. All right, y'all. Take care. My folks on the YT, I am out of here. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. I hope you were able to learn something today. I hope you enjoyed yourself at the very least. Thank you again for joining us. We are out of here.